Hi everyone, thank you for joining me. This is Connie with Prairie Paper Crafts. I want to welcome everybody to my channel today. Welcome to my new subscribers. Thank you for all my viewers that have been with me for a long time. I appreciate your support. I'm going to go ahead. I don't want this to be too long, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. I have a double page scrapbook layout I'm getting processed or put together. I know it's been quite a while, and I do apologize. Had a lot going on, I'll put it that way. So this is a set from Scrapping Bug Designs. I won this file over a year ago. Yeah, I'm a little slow getting things done. It's part of it was this rainbow just bothered me how I was going to put it together. I really struggled, so finally figured out what I wanted to do. I have little tick marks I'll be erasing, but I want to get this put down. I actually put little pencil marks on here. They're going to get covered anyway, but where I wanted to put the rainbow, when I put it together, I don't know if it'll show, I just used some Scotch tape. And I apologize, there's probably going to be a bit of a glare at times because it's partly cloudy and trying to take advantage of a little bit of sunshine. I know the lighting's not the greatest, I apologize. I might try to move one light here. I gotta get this down first and then I will see once. Had everything else figured out that I needed, and I forgot about that. It's what happens when I talk on the phone for too long. Here we go. See if that'll be a little better before I start things. So I wanted to get this done as much as possible. So my background pieces are just 2 sheets of paper, open stock, I think from Hobby Lobby. And then I just gotta be careful because this is down together now. I backed it on just some plain lighter weight solid cardstock. So got this down. I'm gonna put my grass and hills on next, and one of these I cut down a little bit, so I just kind of made them work for me. I designed this all in Design Space so I could get everything sized out the way I wanted it. This is the hill I cut down. It was maybe 1.5 inches higher, 2 inches, I don't know, but it was way up here and it just didn't work for me, so I did cut it down quite a bit. And then this one goes in the middle, and I'm going to just have that one over the top of the other two. But I hope everybody's doing well. I've been staying busy. Not always with my paper crafting and stuff. I've got a lot of other things I've been having to work on that, well, I would rather not, but you know, part of life, paperwork and a lot of things. But I'm trying to get back to doing some of this. I have to do I shouldn't say I have to. My goal is to make some treat containers. They're little Halloween coffins, and decorate with paper pieces and stuff for my great nephew for school for Halloween. They have a very, very small school, so I don't have a lot to do, but so far they're all in school. It sounds like they're, unless something really happens drastic, they'll be staying in school. But I don't know how much trick-or-treating they'll get to do. He's a younger student, and so I would do something for them. So I gotta get those done, and then I am going to be working on things for just me. I say that because I have taken all my stuff off of eBay. We'll be closing my Etsy shop. I will no longer be selling things online. If somebody wants something, I will gladly make it for them. I'm going to get some stuff together for some racks and send some stuff out and do some things, but right now I got to get some other things finished, so I will get there. I want to get my, oops, sorry about moving the camera. I thought that was a fairly light tick mark, but my tick mark's out of there. That way I knew where to line it up on the center there. Coming in with my tree, and I'm just going to, what I'm trying to do is my center is right here. I'm trying to keep this tree from having to be cut other than just this part, so it's going to be a little more off to this side. I'm okay with that, so I want to be mindful of that. I did run this through two embossing folders. I haven't had my Cuttlebug for over a year. It's what I started with. It will always be my Cuttlebug folders. Isn't that crazy? I just used the Big Shot now. My Cuttlebug kind of was getting to a point where it was dying, so I just got rid of it. Time to go. I apologize if I didn't mention the title of the file that I'm using is Life's a Picnic. And there is a title that goes with that. Right now I have to, I will say politely, disagree with the title, but it's all good. All right. Trying to be mindful of that centerpiece. And okay. Once I, oops, I want this, well, I'm going to cover this at the bottom with the piece, you'll see. Once I get this, I don't come back on the trees and edge these pieces because then it looks really like you really did it. I leave them plain so it looks like it's more continuous. This is the piece that's going right down here some, so it's going to cover up the fact that my tree is kind of falling off the hill. Kind of the way I feel today, I tell you. Yeah, things have been kind of interesting lately. We'll kind of go like this, and then you'll never know that that tree's about ready to just topple over. Okay, I got my title. It is just going right up here. I think so far I have to put my photo mats on, but it's kind of going like that right there. Okay, now I have my photo mats. I have 2 for 4x6 photos and 2 for 4x4 photos. This white piece is cut with a, whoops, lawn fawn die. Sorry for the glare, I'm very sorry. It's to stitch Hillside Borders. I've had it for a long time. I use one of each of those. And I cut them to the edge so I could use my art glitter glue and get it way out. And then you can see a photo going below that piece, or you can put it on top, wherever you want. Now, this is what I'm not exactly sure where these are going, so I'm just kind of placing those for right now before I glue them down. And this one like this. I want one vertical, one horizontal, because frankly, I don't know what pictures are going on here. I have not a clue. I haven't got that far, which is not unusual, not to worry. Okay, that these two are not even the same height. Excuse me. That's no worry. Oh, of course, I do not pay attention to where things are going. So, this is easy enough to fix. This is why I like using my beacon. It takes a little bit to dry, so I'm all good with getting things underneath. I want my sun in there first, so put that back in. I don't remember. I had a few pieces on my sun for the rays. I'll show you in a minute. These outside pieces that I didn't use are just a few, and I'm kind of off a little bit, so I'm going to hide that piece. I'm just going to put a little bit of glue back on here and it'll be all good. Okay, now I have my little bears, and I have 5 of them. So I've got the watermelon, and I was going to put some Nuvo drops on the black, and I forgot. I'm not going to come back and do it. Okay, I have my sandwich bear, my lemonade beer, and on the ice cubes I do have some Spectrum Noir, the clear, like the glitter type stuff. I have the hot dog, and I have the picnic basket. So picnic basket's gonna go over here, and I'm gonna bring that photo mat down a little bit, and then I'm gonna put some of them are popped up, so like the picnic one, the hot dog is bumped up on foam tape. This one is not. Don't want it too far off the hill like the tree. And just kind of figuring out where I want these. The sandwich one, I'm going to put here, just so it's just barely past the halfway point. This one is not popped up. This one is going to go just over here, just past the halfway point. So I'm going to get my photo mats on. Then I can get my bears positioned better once I get these on. And of course these will be crooked. Let's get, I'm going to attempt to stand up. I'm having interesting days lately with mobility, so all right, good with that. Again, sorry for the glare from the sun, but hopefully you can see okay. And then this one we're going to put about right here. Looks good. Put this one down. Ah, that sun feels good. It is cold here today. Could possibly freeze tonight. I guess it is October, but you know, not quite ready. But I have 2 more scrapbook layouts to put together. I hope to get filmed soon. I've learned not to film more than one video at a time. I just don't do well trying to upload them and edit them. I don't know. Technology and I just don't know why I try. But it's always interesting. It moved. I had a lot of fun once I figured out how I was putting that rainbow together, putting this all together and getting the tree. The tree, I realize, is a lot bigger than really, with the rainbow, but it's supposed to give the illusion that the rainbow is way back off a ways. So I'll never forget the time, it was this past summer sometime, my great niece and my sister were out, and my great niece had seen a rainbow, so she talked my sister into going in search of that pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. They hadn't gotten too far, and my great niece finally decided, not worth it, Grandma, let's go home. Too far to walk. My sister never discouraged her, saying we're never going to get there, but it was what that girl can't talk anybody into. I don't know. She's quite a little character, among other things. My little sassy. But yeah, I had a lot of fun. All my bears, everything is paper pieced. I do not do print and cut. I have seen people do wonderful things with it, and I know how to adjust the printer and things. But for me personally, I like paper piecing. It's relaxing, and it allows me to be creative in my own right. So that's why I don't. A lot of people think, oh, I have done print and cut, and I do not. I paper piece everything. Trying to get that to stick down good. If I'm doing a lot of, one year for my sister for her work, I did a bunch of Halloween treat containers, and I did some little, they're probably 1 by 2 inch or so paper piece, print and cuts for the front of the treat containers. I just was not satisfied. She liked them, but weren't for me. That'll still work. If we need to put a picture that far down, but with his little ear on the corner, I didn't want these too close together. And then I'm going to bring him in a little bit. Trying to keep these a little bit even, but it's kind of hard. Like I said, this hill over here, this one here, really threw me off with the height of it, because it was, like I said, it was quite high. If you happen to do this, you'll see when you do it, and I didn't care for that. So, whoops, stuck to my finger. You could also move it over a little bit, because you've got some overlap here, and then you'd have, a little bit cut off, and that would work too. But this works. And then I'm not sure. I think what I want to do, I want to bring some of my title over so it's a little bit more even, my pieces and things. So I'm going to do a picnic over here. And I had a lot of foam up. I like to support my pieces so they don't get crushed. So that's why I use so much foam tape in case you're wondering. And I'm going to put it off just a little bit so it's not quite so close to the very edge. Should have my tweezers, to be honest, here. We'll make it work. There we go. I'm pretty happy with this layout. I haven't done any for a little bit and kind of lost my mojo for scrapbooking. It's coming back. I'm glad because I miss it. All right, I will come back on and cut this in half. What I'm going to do is either use some kind of tape on, trying to be careful here. My trees will help keep it together, but on the back, I'll put a little bit of tape in 3 spots to keep it together good. And then I will know where to cut it. It will help me cut it better. But anyway, come back and that is my finished layout. I want to thank you all for joining me. If you liked the video, please do leave a, do hit the like button. It does help the videos get seen more. And if you like it, also consider subscribing to my channel if you haven't already. But otherwise, everybody have an awesome day. Take care.